I used to be Protoss until Gordon Hayward beat me at IPL 3, and then I'm like, I'm never playing this race ever again.
Gordon
And then,
Hayward. Now there's a name I know.
Yep. Oh, I was so sad. I let him win though, you know, because he's an NBA star, and that was just, you know, I'm gonna stick around StarCraft too. I had to give him a shine. You know, what I'm
You
saying?
have to give him a little bit. You know, it's good for the
a little
scene.
bit.
In the bottom right-hand side, representing Team Clash, it is his 18th birthday. Send him a tweet, send him some love. The Red Zerg player, the Italian stallion, it's Reynor.
Ooh.
Big bicep Reynor.
And in the top left-hand corner, we got ourselves a Alpha X representative. It is our blue Protoss player. It is ArT.
Oh, yes. Now, ArT actually had a pretty good run to qualify. He beat Nurture, his countryman, as ArT is also Polish. Now, Nurture doesn't play so much these days, we know that. But it's still, to beat someone of that level, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it never really goes away. You see it when players like Tager come back, and within a couple of weeks, they're beating pros every now and then.
Yes. It's like riding a bike, you know?
Oh, yes.
Except for when I take a break and then I try to play and I just lose like 10 ladder games in a row. But, you know,
yeah.
we're going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. So.
It didn't happen. Now, ArT did go for the very, the instantaneous block here on the natural. This is usually pretty indicative that you want to do something like a Glaives attack by separating the bases and making creep spread slower and stuff like that. It's much more difficult for the queens and things to get between the roaches if you go for that path for Glaives. Now, of course, I'm going to be wildly wrong because when I make a prediction, I always am.
No, that's actually exactly, like, that's a pretty spot on. Maybe he won't necessarily utilize that kind of advantage that he could have, but it is something that, you know, as a Zerg player, you have to be very careful where it's like,
precisely.
Yes, I'm going to saturate my third first because it's the location of it. And beautiful, beautiful position for Adepts to kind of slip in there and just start taking them out.
Yeah, and there's even, you know, if you to go even deeper on this, Reynor knows that this is very good for Glaives. So does he prepare for Glaives? And then it's not Glaives, it's like Stargate or something like that. There's so many different levels here. Yeah, there's so many levels. And we can see Reynor's actually going in for a very, very early scout to try and determine what's going on. Stalker's going to come out and piddle away at the birthday boy's flying squid. But so far, nothing massive going on. We haven't seen...
Overlord.
A Sloverlord, yeah, that's good.
Broverlord the Sloverlord, and he is gonna die here, but
there it is.
What's that big day 9 thing with it?
He does the best. Oh, you're really good at it too, but Sean's so good at it. Like every now and then when I'm alone in my room, I've never told anyone this, and this isn't going where you're worrying about it going.
Ready.
I'll try and do like the immortal.
Here.
I'll try to do like Sean's immortal impression, you know? Like, I realize I look like a moron and he looks great. So it is going to be Glaive Adepts. I was right from the beginning as the Robo did come down about halfway into the Twilight Council's lifespan. We will see a prism start from that Robo and we will see...
Whoa. He just totally...
He bamboozled me.
He did. He did it on purpose though. This is what players do, right?
Okay,
it looks like everything that you've been training for this moment in your life. Like, all right, I know the setup, and then he goes for charge instead.
Yeah, this is really smart. This is a lot of gates. This isn't all in at this point. So what I'm curious to see is, are we going to see a Templar Archives come down? Oh my god, this is so many gates. We're going up to 8 in total, I believe, if I can do quick math here. Yeah, we're going up to 8 in total, and it's going to be just charge zealots for days. And right now, I very much imagine that Reynor is going to be looking to... Oh, he's going to get in. Oh, he didn't. Oh, so close, though. He'll be getting a Roach Warren, which is going to be pretty disadvantaged if you get this many Zealots. If you're warping in 8 Zealots at a time, plus a couple of Sentries, then you're doing so much damage. Charge finishing up, you can see Zealots being made. And it is time to go here for our Protoss. Is he going to be seen?
I'm a little bit worried, if the Roach Warren, it might just be perfectly on time, but this build I feel like was a lot scarier back when the charge did damage on contact. So we'll see how it works out now for ArT, but this was a build I think used to have like a couple of Immortals with it as well, with the 7 damage or whatever it was by each Zealot contact. Ooh, I like the skin though.
Oh, the Brood War skin.
Yep.
But there is no Banelings, and this I think can be difficult to hold without Banelings. Look how many Zealots there already are. There's 12 Zealots to 16 Lings, and I can promise you 12 Zealots beat 16 Lings and a couple of Queens.
Oh yeah, every day.
The first fight coming in, charge is done. This is such a cool build from ArT, one that I'll be stealing. You can see now ArT is just looking to try and find them. Every unit he can pick off early is so good. He kills a roach. He's going to get... Oh, this is nice. Oh, he's going to drop behind the queen. So cute.
Whoa, for
the prism, though, is going to get sniped. The prism does go down and the warping cancelled. Oh, Reynor, you're so good.
Reynor. He really is. He knows how to nip it right in the bud here. And it looks like with the roaches coming out... Before, I mean, I was a little bit worried because if you're able to kill the roaches as they're trickling out, then you never get that kind of big roach ball that zealots really hate to fight. But I think, Reynor shuts it down by killing the warp prism, and he doesn't overdrone either.
No, that's perfect by Reynor. Right now, he'll be comfortable droning. That's exactly what he's doing. He will probably take a 4th base relatively soon. He is going to move out and try and get some pressure. Maybe drop down a few Ravagers pretty soon. There is a Dark Shrine on the way for a Protoss player, because when behind...
Yes, indeed. Dark Shrine.
Dark Shrine.
With no 3rd base coming up here. It is a move of desperation, I would say.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, okay, that Zealot attack was supposed to do so much more. He didn't get a base. He didn't get, like, any economic damage. If you look at the worker skills, it's actually 0. Yeah, nada. How do you say it in Italian?
I have absolutely no idea. We'll just pretend we know. Oh, yeah, that's it. You got it perfect there, Mr. Tempo. So, behind this, Spine's coming up. The lair is done, and we will be able to see Overseers coming in pretty quickly. There is no pneumatized carapace, so they are still going to be slow Overseers, but Spire already on the way here. Reynor's feeling good.
The Spire play is really, really indicative of, how to punish a failed opener from your opponent that doesn't have the tools to actually deal. But I love the blink. This is not typical.
No, it's so rare that you see all of this stuff happening. ArT's build has been very interesting. He is still down in workers, but it's not like the worst thing. He has no upgrades. That's going to be his main problem. There's still no forge on the map. Okay, one just starting as I say that. Baneling Nest on the way here. Yeah. Reynor's tech is very good. We see DTs coming in. There's a Spore here. There's an Overseer very soon to be morphed in. Yeah, you can see a couple coming. So DTs once again doing no damage. No, one worker went down. Congratulations. You killed one.
First worker of the game, though.
Now a couple more.
There we go.
2 in total.
Yeah, this is 10 drones on the way. So the DTs were not as effective as he would hope.
No.
You know what? It's something.
Yeah. Yeah, and if, the DTs can offer a lot going later in the game. There's always a possibility that you move in when there's no units. You find that base where the Spore was forgotten. I mean, ArT will be grasping at straws here. He needs to find something, and so far it's not great. He's making sentries and immortals, but there are already Mutalisks on the way.
Exactly, and this is what scares the crap out of me right now for ArT. I mean, he got Blink, but I don't think he realizes that mutas are going to be on the way. Right? I think the Blink is a thing. I mean, dude, I've seen it a lot more often. People going for Blink in the mid-game for ZP.
Yeah, it's just so good. Especially, I think Zest really taught everyone that Blink Stalkers, if you just make a lot of them, they're still really, really good. And they can trade very well against pretty much everything with good micro. But Reynor's army now is getting pretty strong. You can see the army supply 85 to 55, and there's an upgrade in favor of the Italian. He's moving across the map. He's looking to get something done. He has Mutas in the main. That's going to force 5 Stalkers back. That's 5 Stalkers that aren't here at the front right now, Tempo.
Yes, indeed. And it's only 3 Mutas, right? That's not really that many at all. And here we go. The gateway is kind of working against ArT at this point in time. Usually that wall is going to be favoring you if you're this Protoss player against Zerg. But, I mean, he can't actually engage the way that he would like to, and it's kind of awkward.
Now, there is a battery here. There are a couple of Immortals and things here. It's a difficult angle to break for Reynor, but he's getting more and more Ravagers, and if he can get those Biles down, he can one-shot so many of the units. And you can see as well, he's just got Changelings everywhere. His vision is just almost perfect. He sees everything, His creep spread this game is maybe not so great, but he did spend more time defending, and now there are a little bit of Banelings coming into play. And I'm beginning to get very worried here for ArT because he needs to find a win.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's going to happen anymore. I'm glad that Reynor did not overcommit to the mutas, but he did at least force those units that were in the main to be in the main like you were talking about. And it made this attack at his 3rd base a little bit more effective, but Reynor did not push the issue. He kind of just put a few buildings and said, peace out.
He's waiting for more and more units, and now you can see the Zerglings going up the ramp. They get the wraparound. Some nice force fields, but there's so many Ravagers here. That means force fields are only a temporary setback. And now Reynor has the high ground, and his Anakin will tell you that's not the best thing, because there's already Units going down left and right. There's just no way. Storm is only halfway done. Biles go down. The Banelings connect though on so much of the Protoss units. Immortals will fall. And Reynor behind this, he's producing 30 lings. He's got all of these Banelings. And that is so many Banelings, Artosis.
There's too much Zerg on the dance floor, as Maynard would say, right? It's just one of those things where, when you have more stuff than your opponent and a better positioning, it kind of writes itself here, and that's gonna be it.
You can't give him 1G. It's his birthday.
Yeah, give him like 5.
Guys, we'll be getting into our next up very, very shortly. Thank you for sticking with us. I hope you're all having a good day. There's a lot of people here right now. Good 1,000 of you. It's really nice to see, as I am joined by the incredible...
You guys have good taste in video games.
Right. Oh, yeah, they do. We'll be going to Everdream pretty shortly. I maybe need to... Goblin just asked me when he plays.
Who? Clem?
Goblin. He plays next.
Goblin. Oh my god. All right. So we are going to Everdream.
Oh yes.
Reynor's not typing start in the lobby anymore. I think he's kind of calmed down, even though he kind of turned up after that.
He's not joined yet. That's the only reason. He'll be there. Don't you worry.
No wonder. Oh god. Okay, never mind.
He's elected not to join the lobby. He's taking his win and moving on.
Yep. He's like, I'm out. See you losers later. I got my 1 win.
You should see the message I just got from my dad. Now, one thing I will say is my dad is a big fan of your family member, and I don't want to dox anyone.
Oh,
but I just got a message saying
a WWE guy, isn't he?
I just got Kofi's brother, woo! Because of course I told him he is, yeah. And I take him. I've taken him to a lot of shows over the years and things like that. So.
Yo, that's awesome. Have you been to one? Yeah, you said, well, duh.
Yeah. We generally go when they're in the UK. I'll take my dad to one of the shows.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
If I ever come to the UK and
I bet they're much better for you. Now, Reynor is not spamming.
Yeah. He is not. He's chilling. He says, "Red, please." Oh no, that's Travis.
Yeah. There it is.
It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time.
Oh yes, red and blue. No Pinkerino. Okay, so we're getting into our second map here on Everdream in this series.
I said, "What's up, man?"
He can hear. He's watching.
Oh, okay. Word. What's up, Dad? What's up? Not Papa Cass, but
Papa Grant.
Like Papa Grant.
Yeah, Papa Cass. Yeah. Don't give him too much. Last time we did this, he started sending me pictures of himself in weird hats for like 3 hours. So let's get into this. In the top right-hand side, representing Alpha X on Everdream, he is the Polish Protoss player. Trailing in the series, it's ArT.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Clash, it is going to be our Italian meatball. Give it up for Reynor.
I wonder what he's going to have for his birthday dinner.
Yeah, I mean...
What would you have, Tempo? Birthday dinner, your choice. Anything in the world.
If it was my birthday, I would like I like tacos. Big fan of tacos.
Tacos good.
Yeah, you know, like I'm a simple guy. Like I don't need like some fancy dinner.
No.
You know, give me a nice tortilla. Actually, you know what? Quesadillas. I love quesadillas more.
Quesadillas. Okay, I like quesadillas. I live with a Spanish lady, and she makes them for me every now and then.
Oh my god! But there are 2 different types of quesadillas, right? There's the ones that you like cut into like the triangles.
Yeah. And
then there's like the Mexican street style food where it's more like a burrito with cheese. So
so that's the latter. I usually get the second type.
Okay.
Which are really, really good. But I think they're done differently in Spain than they are in Mexico. Guess Paul here. Exactly. For Reynor, everything's normal, guys. We're not ruining the game by talking about food. I'd have like a proper English roast dinner, you know? Like what you would call a Thanksgiving meal for us is like, that's like my favorite food in the world. We have that on Sunday. Yeah. Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah. I can go to my Ghanaian cuisine too, but we have a food called fufu, which is
okay, I've not had it.
It's so usually it's about the soup that you make it with.
Okay.
It's a very, it's a starchy based kind of dish, but you don't chew it. You put it in the soup and then you just swallow it straight up. Like you don't even chew it at all.
That's weird.
It's something, but it's all about the soup that you have with it. So,
okay.
It could be made with plantains, cocoa yams, or
I love yams.
Oh, it's so good. It's I don't know. One of these days, I feel like Grant, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm coming to UK and I'm gonna make you some with some peanut butter.
We'll
Peanut
tear
butter
it
soup,
up.
which sounds weird too. Yep. Sorry, guys.
Don't. Yep.
Tangent over.
Tangent over. This game's starting off very normal. We're seeing a Stalker come out here from ArT. He'll finish his wall in the next minute or two as the first 6 lings do come out here from Reynor, who is just going to push away this probe that was being so frustrating. And he will take his third now at about the 240 mark, most likely.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, we didn't really see
Reynor
really take advantage of this last time.
Red's making a lot of lings.
Oh, my phone's blowing up. Sorry.
Yeah, you're like super famous today.
They're like,
I've not had that many messages in like 10 years. Reynor's making a lot of lings right now. He's already got 12, 14, and he's making another 6. So going up to 20 lings this early means he's probably going to want to try and either slow down a third or slip on by. There is no complete wall, actually.
No. And you know what? This is a sneaky way to actually do this. He's going by the north side.
Yeah.
And I think, ArT's going to get blindsided. He doesn't have anything. There's no shield battery here either.
Oh, no. And now you can see the lings making sure that no wall goes up. Speed will finish. Oh, I think this is already a problem here for ArT. ArT's going to lose everything. The Adept goes down. If the pylon goes down, there'll be no more units. GG. Reynor takes the series on his birthday, 2-0.